Hey drummers, it's Funky Friday, the day I share cool new grooves to spice up your drumming. This is the groove we're going to learn today. Pretty cool, huh? If you're new here, I'm Brad Schlueter, a professional drummer, teacher, and writer for Drum Magazine. Now we're going to break this groove down and learn it in 10 easy steps, part by part, until you've mastered the whole thing. I've created a PDF that reveals each step of the process that you can download by clicking the card that will appear at the top of the screen later in the video. Now I've already simplified the beat and removed all the ghost notes and most of the bass drum notes to make it that much easier getting started. I'm going to play each groove 4 times, then pause and play it again, each time adding another bass drum note to it until we're playing a funky but simpler version of the ultimate pattern. By the way, if you like this video, please share it, subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notified of all my newest lessons. Let's play some drums. Now let's change the hi-hat pattern from eighth notes to quarter notes to create a harder feeling funk beat. Here's the quarter note version of the pattern I just played. Now let's add some ghost notes to this beat. If adding all these ghost notes all at once is too big a step, try adding one ghost note at a time until you can play all of them. Let's make another change to the groove. I'm going to play a triplet at the beginning of the beat. The sticking for the first 3 notes will now be right, left, left, with the right hand on the hi-hat and the 2 left-hand notes played softer on the snare. Question of the day. What are some of your favorite funk grooves of all time? Leave your vote in the comment section below this video. We can create another variation to this groove by adding another bass drum note to the E of 4. Here's a simple technique professionals use often to make their beats less boring. Create a 2-measure looping groove. I'm going to do that by combining the last 2 beats I played and playing them over and over a couple of times. Let's take this beat and vary it again, this time by playing a right-hand floor tom note on count 4 of the 2nd measure. This idea reminds me of the great Steve Gadd's funk drumming. Another cool variation we can create of the basic beat is to move our left hand to the hi-hat to play the of beat 1. So now the only strong snare note will be on count 4. I think this version sounds pretty cool. Now let's re-add that kick drum we were playing earlier to the E of 4. That sounds like this. If you like that, you'll love it when we play them back to back. I like how the extra kick drum note at the end of the first bar ties the two measures together, and how removing it at the end of the second bar kind of lets the patterns breathe. I like to put gaps in my busy grooves for exactly that reason. Now let's make a 2-bar variation on that groove and reintroduce that floor tom note on count 4 of the second measure. For this next groove, I'm going to combine several of the variations we've learned up to this point to create the ultimate 4-measure version of this groove. Here it is at a faster tempo. Now you could combine any of the patterns we've learned up to this point and create hundreds of variations on the essential feel. Working up longer phrases like this will help you learn to flow from one idea to another and create subtly evolving patterns that are more interesting, while still laying down a really solid groove. If you like these grooves, watch this video next. And please like and subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to be notified of all my latest lessons. I'll see you in the next one.